Hi guys, Lindsay here with Storybook Family Farm. It is very early in the morning. This is like the earliest filming I've ever done. Normally I take care of the animals in my jammy pants, but not today. Today is a very, very busy day. Gate for the turkey thing. It's kind of a booger to get open. Give them some feed. But so today is an extremely busy day. Not only do we have the new market tomorrow, we got a little turkey that was coming to check out what the open gate was all about. Shut. Oh, there's a piece of wood that fell in the way. Anyways, so not only do we have that new market starting tomorrow, so I gotta get a bunch of bread baked and ready to go. Today I gotta get early morning. I gotta get plants potted up to sell. And we also gotta get a rabbit ready to be transported to get sold. We also have our neighbor coming over today. Well, we actually have two neighbors coming over today, two different ones. So our one neighbor, the same neighbor that's helped out with the bees in the bathroom and helped when my mom's van got stuck in the mud, and super helpful guy. He's coming over today to actually help take down the 2 black walnut trees that are along our driveway. This was a good day for him and a good day for us earlier in the week whenever we were like, yeah, that'll work. And since then it's just been, everything's gotten super duper crazy. But so we're taking down the walnut trees because of where they're at. They are right alongside of the driveway, and we really don't want to have to deal with a whole bunch of black walnuts falling all fall along into the driveway, hitting cars, causing huge ankle hazards. If you've ever been around black walnuts, you also know that their hulls will stain pretty much everything. So it's definitely not something that you really want by your house. But also, the trees are not in the best shape. We definitely have 2 male turkeys. That one's a male and that one's a male. And the rest appear to be females, so that's very exciting for us. We got the turkeys, not to eat all of them, but to have some that are breeders for next year, so that way we can also sell turkey poults, but also so that we have a regenerative food supply. Everything we do is trying to be very regenerative, so we buy the critters one time and then they will breed for us for all of their days, so we don't have to keep buying animals. It saves a lot of money, and it gives you a better sense of security too, as long as you can keep raccoons out. But so anyways, the black walnut trees, we are getting them taken down because they actually are dying. So it's definitely not a place that you want to have dying trees. I mean, I'm right next to our house, and the trees are right behind me. You can see them both right there. They are very, very big trees, and well, not only do I not have that much experience with a chainsaw, I just have a little Ryobi 12-inch bar chainsaw. So not anything really super fancy, and definitely not anything that could cut this big of trees down. So the other reason too why we're having them take them out now is because the area that they're going to fall in is actually where we plan to put our orchard. So we can't really plant any of our fruit trees or our berry bushes that we've so lovingly moved from our house in town to living in pots while we lived in the camper to eventually living here. Surprisingly, most of everything survived doing all them transfers and all them moves. So, that's a lot of money in plants that we got invested in our orchard already from, years past that, we want to put it back in here. There's the garden. So, we've already realized that we actually had a garden space. That was something I was very afraid of would happen when I was tilling up this garden, but I wanted to not go too big to where I couldn't manage it on my own. Had I known that Tracy wasn't going to be working and was actually going to be home to help with it, I would have gone bigger. But you know, hindsight is 2020. Well, that was a year. Anyways, so next year we're going to end up putting some raised beds along the fence line here to grow like some root vegetables like beets and carrots and turnips and rutabagas, things like that that we really enjoy, but that are really a hassle to have to get down on the ground to plant. So that's as far as the garden expansion this way is going to go. Those right there are just branches that are drying to make tree hay for the rabbits and for the goats. If you don't know what tree hay is, hundreds of years ago, that's how a lot of people used to actually feed their animals over wintertime, was they would take prunings and cuttings, and basically when they limbed a tree for firewood and for cooking with, a lot of the different trees are edible for a lot of different animals, like cattle and things. They would dry it out, store it to feed their animals through the wintertime when, it used to be really hard to make hay because, you had to use a sickle and a scythe to cut it. So yeah, just a different way that we're feeding our animals. But so the trees, they're coming down and they're going to land in the orchard. The thing with the black walnuts is their leaves, as they decompose and compost down, will create toxic chemicals that will make it so a lot of different stuff will not grow. So that means that since this is already getting leaves on it, we are going to be working like crazy to try our best to limb these trees before the leaves die. So we can just limb them, put them in a pile that's back where the trunks and stuff are at. Because everywhere that a black walnut tree's roots extend to secrete that chemical, the jugulone chemical thing. So it makes it so a lot of things like tomatoes, apples, a bunch of other stuff will not grow in that area. So it already dictates how we have to plan out our orchard, because stone fruits can handle being planted right by black walnuts. They don't care. So basically everything that's over by where I can't see anything, that sun is bright. Basically anything that's going to be planted over by the black walnuts is going to have to automatically be stone fruits and different things that can handle the jugulone chemical, because it will be in the soil for probably the rest of my life. So that's one thing to take into consideration if you are going to plant walnut trees or butternut trees or even hickory trees. They all secrete that chemical. The black walnuts do it the most. So yeah, that is our very busy day of trying to cut all that down. Oh, and then the other neighbor that's coming, they live the other direction from us. They are coming to collect some scrap that we have, like the old washer and refrigerator, and a few other random really big stuff. We initially were hoping that we'd use my truck to haul it away ourselves to make the money, but we have not had a chance to get the truck fixed yet. And well, we're really tired of looking at the stinking fridge and washer that are right beside our house that are just sitting there. So we really just want to get rid of some of this stuff because I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of this house having so many big trash piles all over the place, and that it's like an eyesore from the road when we're doing so many things to make it more beautiful. So I better get going so that way I can get some breakfast and a cup of coffee before the neighbor gets here to cut these trees down. So hopefully nothing falls on the house. They actually are leaning towards this way, so the chances of them falling on the house are pretty slim to none. And we're also going to tie them off to ensure that they're not going to. So he has a lot of experience with cutting trees down. We do not. So basically, he's in charge, and he's going to say, pull this rope, and we're going to go, okie dokie, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, it's good to have good neighbors. We definitely have been very blessed with where we moved to have, really phenomenal neighbors that are actually people like us, that when they say, if you need something, let us know, they actually mean it. So yeah, anyways, if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, and consider subscribing to our channel to help us grow. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.